December 11th, 2025. It's not just another date on Rivian's calendar. It's the day they step onto a stage they've never stood on before. They're calling it Rivian Autonomy Day, a full event centered not around camping gear or adventure packages, but autonomy. Yes, the same company that made you want to go off-grid and camp under the stars now wants to talk about artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, and maybe even robo-taxis. Why would Rivian, the brand built on freedom, exploration, and wilderness, suddenly pivot toward AI and automation? What exactly are they planning to reveal on December 11th? Let's unpack the clues, the strategy, and the speculation. Because Rivian's next chapter might just redefine what the company stands for. Rivian has always done things differently. They skipped the flashy Battery Day. They never held an adventure summit. But now, they're hosting an Autonomy Day, and it's happening in Palo Alto, the beating heart of Silicon Valley. That location is no coincidence. It's a clear signal. Rivian wants to be seen not as a car manufacturer from Illinois, but as a tech company competing in the AI arms race. This isn't just a PR stunt. It's a strategic pivot that could reshape Rivian's image from outdoor lifestyle brand to AI-driven innovator. And make no mistake, this shift could determine Rivian's long-term survival. Let's be honest, Rivian's image has always been poetic. Beautifully designed trucks and SUVs that blend luxury with adventure. Vehicles built to conquer the outdoors, not city streets. But beneath that romantic image lies a hard truth. The adventure market alone can't sustain the company forever. Rivian has had to be clever. They secured huge funding from Amazon, built electric delivery vans, not glamorous, but profitable. That commercial success helped keep factories running. Now, autonomy might be their next big move. Not because it fits the brand's spirit, but because it fits the business strategy. Investors want to see vision, and in 2025, nothing says future-proof like AI and self-driving technology. Autonomy Day isn't just about features. It's Rivian repositioning itself in the eyes of investors and the public. Rivian's current self-driving capabilities are impressive, but limited. The newest R1 and R2 vehicles support hands-off, eyes-on driving on pre-mapped highways. The system can keep lanes, follow routes, even change lanes automatically. But it still needs you watching the road. It's convenient, sure, but far from revolutionary. And yet, Rivian's CEO, RJ Scaringe, has been dropping bold hints, suggesting that by the end of next year, Rivian could reach a point where drivers can truly take their eyes off the road under certain conditions. That's a huge leap. Even Tesla hasn't reached that level yet. So, if Rivian really achieves that, it would mark a major technological breakthrough. But how could they pull it off? For years, the entire autonomy industry has been divided over one question: LiDAR or cameras? Tesla says cameras are enough. Waymo says LiDAR is essential. Rivian? They've stayed in between, relying on cameras and radar, but no LiDAR so far. That might be about to change. Recently, RJ Scaringe mentioned that LiDAR prices have dropped dramatically, from thousands of dollars to just a few hundred per unit. And when a CEO starts talking about falling prices, it's usually because they're preparing to adopt the technology. If Rivian truly wants to reach Level 4 autonomy, the stage where no human intervention is required, LiDAR could become a critical piece of the puzzle. So it wouldn't be surprising if December 11th is the day Rivian unveils its first LiDAR-equipped prototype, signaling a serious commitment to fully autonomous driving. And that leads to one of the most exciting theories out there: the idea that Rivian might unveil a purpose-built robo-taxi. Tesla has its Cybercab. Zoox and Waymo already have their shuttle-like pods. Rivian could join that race with something in between. A compact, efficient, city-optimized vehicle designed for autonomous operation. It might be a minimalist Rivian, focused on comfort and practicality instead of off-road power. A platform that could be built with or without steering wheels, depending on local laws. The timing is perfect. Investors are craving AI stories. Autonomy and EVs are hot again. If Rivian positions itself as an AI mobility company, the stock could soar, even before the technology fully arrives. Even if the product isn't production-ready, the story alone could shift how the world sees Rivian, from rugged truck maker to future tech leader. The most likely platform for this evolution is the upcoming R3, Rivian's smaller, more affordable vehicle. It could easily become their first autonomy-focused model, bridging the gap between human-driven and driverless vehicles. Imagine an R3 with no side mirrors, steer-by-wire controls, brake-by-wire systems, and advanced sensors built right into the design. It could be Rivian's first true dual-purpose platform, one that works both as a consumer car and a robo-taxi fleet vehicle. That flexibility would give Rivian a major advantage, allowing them to test autonomy in urban environments without completely reinventing their vehicle lineup. Of course, there's a trade-off. Whenever Rivian advances its technology, some owners inevitably get left behind. Gen 1 owners are still waiting for promised updates. Now Gen 2 and future buyers might face the same issue if a new hardware suite launches. That's the reality of a rapidly evolving industry. Technology moves faster than production cycles. Today's cutting-edge system could feel outdated in a year. That's why many tech reviewers warn: never buy a car for what it might do in the future. Buy it for what it can do today. Rivian has been more grounded than some competitors. They've never promised that current vehicles will magically become robo-taxis overnight. But if Autonomy Day brings a whole new AI hardware platform, that could quietly mark a shift toward leaving older models behind. Zooming out, it's clear that this event is about more than just features. It's about image, about how Rivian is perceived by the market. Right now, Rivian is a vehicle company. They make trucks, SUVs, and vans. That's their foundation. But perception can be more powerful than reality. Tesla became the world's most valuable car company, not because of sales numbers, but because investors started believing it was an AI company, a software company that happened to build cars. Rivian seems to be chasing that same narrative. Hosting an Autonomy Day sends a loud message. We're not just building vehicles, we're building intelligent machines. Even if the full technology isn't ready, that story alone can drive attention, attract funding, and fuel growth. In today's market, AI isn't just technology, it's currency. So, what exactly will happen on December 11th? Maybe Rivian will unveil a LiDAR-powered system. Maybe they'll tease their first robo-taxi concept. Or maybe they'll simply showcase a bold new roadmap for autonomy. Whatever it is, one thing's certain. This event marks a turning point. It's not about camping or adventure anymore. It's about evolution, innovation, and intelligence. Rivian's journey started with a dream of exploring the outdoors. But maybe this next step, embracing autonomy, AI, and a new kind of adventure, is the ultimate form of exploration. Because sometimes, to keep the adventure alive, you have to take a brand new road.